Hi everyone. I hope you guys can see me. My voice is clear. Please confirm me whether you guys can see me. My voice is clear. Everything is fine. So that we can start with our today's lecture. All good? Can you please use the chat option and let me know if everything looks fine? Okay, fine. All right. Okay, fine. Just give me a minute. We'll start it. Okay. Before we proceed and all, let's try to understand the today's scenario. See, I know that many of you want to start your career into the data engineer. Many of you want to start your career with the DevOps. I hope you people have already gone through the syllabus. I hope you have already gone through the demos lecture related to your DevOps and data engineer. So there are some of the generic technologies are there which are quite common everywhere. The one technology which I want to tell you, we called it as a Linux technology. So Linux is something which is very common irrespective of any technology wherever you want to start your career. And then we have one more technology is there, we called it as a SQL technology, SQL, structure query language. So let's say you want to start your career as in database. So you should know you should have a knowledge about the Linux. Let's say you want to start your career with the data engineer, you should have a knowledge about the Linux. If you are starting your career with the DevOps engineer, you should have a knowledge about the Linux, as well as if you have a knowledge about the SQL, that will be really important for you. So I'm here today to discuss about the Linux technology, what is the importance of Linux, how you can run the Linux level command. Everything we are going to see in today's lecture, and today's lecture will be very interactive. It will be very important for you. Still, if you have any questions, queries, anything, please let me know. I'm there to help you out. Okay. One thing I want to tell you that it's not possible to cover everything within a single lecture. I know it's not possible, but still I will try to brush up your knowledge, and we are going to see these things again with the classes also. Okay, we are going to do that. I think I have forget to mention about me. If you are listening me for the first time, my name is 𝐓𝐢𝐬𝐻. I am CEO and founder of Learnomate Technologies. I have 10 plus years of experience with the IT companies. Previously, I worked with the companies like Cognizant, Infosys, Wipro, L&T Infotech, and multiple small based or mid-scale companies. So while working with these companies, I got an exposure to work with the multiple projects, multiple people, multiple clients, and I got an exposure to work with the multiple technologies also, including this SQL, Linux, Oracle DBA, data engineer. I was the part of DevOps team also for some time. So yes, it was a nice experience working with the multiple people, multiple technologies, and different companies also. That's all things I have seen in my life. I'm here today to tell you the importance of Linux technology. But before I proceed, if you have any questions, queries, anything, please use the chat options. Please feel free to ask the question. I'll definitely unmute my mic. So whatever questions you have, you can definitely ask me. But before that, let me share my screen with all of you. And please confirm me whether you guys can see my screen. Can you please confirm me once if you guys can see my screen so that we can start with our today's lecture? Okay, fine. Okay, great. So Vaishnav is saying yes, Raghavendra is saying yes, so he's saying yes, fine. All right. So what is Linux, guys? What do you think? What is Linux? What is the use of Linux? Why we use Linux? You can unmute if you want to talk. You have options to unmute also. What is Linux? What do you think?
Linux is an operating system.
It's a operating system. Correct. What else?
It is a open source operating system.
Open source operating system. Okay, great. What else?
It is a platform which provides a platform for the software's installation.
It is a platform where you can install your software. Very, very nice. Great. What else? Just give a try, okay? That's not a problem. If there is something in your mind and you want to tell, please fill up and you can discuss. That's not a problem, okay? If it is wrong, if it is right, everything is welcome, okay? Anything else you guys want to say? All right, so Linux is a operating system, correct? That is the operating system only, okay? Just like we have Windows operating system is there, right? Currently I'm using Windows 11 machine. If I am drawing my architecture, I'm using my Windows 11 machine, and on the top of this Windows 11 machine I have installed my multiple software. So like we have a Zoom software, we have a Chrome software, we have this Microsoft Office software is there, I have this Putty software, multiple softwares are available, right? So it is an operating system, and under operating system you are going to install your softwares. Now Windows is an operating system which is provided by the Microsoft. There is a company called Microsoft. They have started developing this Windows operating system. I personally started working on Windows XP, then 7 and 8 and then 10 and 11. Now 11 is the latest operating system which I am using as of now. But in real-time production environment, we don't use Windows operating system normally. Like we typically go to the Linux operating system. So I'm going to install my Linux operating system. And under this Linux operating system, you are going to install your softwares. Like which software you are going to install? Let's say in future you want to install your Oracle database. So you can install your Oracle database. Let's say you want to install your database called PostgreSQL. So you can install your PostgreSQL database. Let's say you want to install your Hadoop technology, which is a data engineer people normally we use, right? So you can install Hadoop. Let's say you want to install the Spark. So you can install Spark also. Let's say you want to install anything. You can install multiple softwares under this Linux operating system. So you can see here that I'm installing database, different type of database. I'm installing Hadoop software. I'm installing this Spark technology, which is related to the data engineer. When I'm installing multiple softwares under this Linux operating system, I need to have a knowledge about Linux. Unless and until I don't have a knowledge about Linux, I cannot operate these databases and all. Because even though if I want to go inside the Oracle, what I need to do? If I want to go inside the Oracle, first of all I need to log into operating system only. And once I'm inside the operating system, then I'm going to log into softwares, any softwares. This is a software which is available inside the operating system. This operating system we call it as a server. Why it is a server? Why we are calling it as a server? Because many people can log into this server at a time. Like I can log in with the username, my brother can log in with the user 2, user 3, user 4, thousands of people can connect to this server. Thousands of people can connect to this server. This is a server. Thousands of people are connecting to this machine. That is a server. Which server? It is a Linux server. Which server? It is a Linux server. And Linux is open source, guys. It's open source. Open source means anyone can use this operating system completely free of cost. You don't need to pay a single rupees. If I'm using Microsoft operating system, do you think that is it free of cost? No. In this world, nothing is free of cost except our this today's session. Nothing is free of cost. If you want to use the Windows operating system, you need to spend around 10,000 rupees. If you want to use Linux operating system, that is completely free of cost. So why we are learning the Linux? Because first you need to log into the server and then you can use the software. And if you don't know how to log in, how to use this operating system, how are you going to use the software? Similar way, if I want to install this Zoom, if I want to use this Zoom, first of all, I should know how to use the operating system, right? If I want to use this Zoom software, first of all, I should know how to use this Windows operating system. Then only I can run this Zoom and run this Chrome software or whatever softwares you are having. So Linux is a very, very, very important technology. If you are starting your career into the databases, if you are starting a career into your DevOps, if you are starting a career into the data engineer, if you are starting a career into any cloud specific technologies, everywhere the Linux is something which is very, very demanding. Along with that, you should know one more technology, that is called SQL, Structured Query Language. Now, just to make you understand about the Linux technology, or just to make you understand about Linux, what I did, I'm using one software, we called it as a Ubuntu operating system. There are multiple Linux are there, like we have Red Hat Linux, okay, we have Red Hat Linux, we have CentOS, we have Ubuntu, we have multiple flavors of Linux are available, including your Oracle Linux. Multiple flavors are there. But today in this class, to make you understand about the Linux command, I am using this Ubuntu operating system. Whatever command I am going to fire on Ubuntu operating system, same command you can run it on Red Hat, same command you can run it on the CentOS, same command you can run it on Oracle Linux also. Same command. That's not a problem. So there are multiple flavors are there. Yes, Fedora is also one of the Linux operating system. Multiple flavors are there. If you go to the Google and if you search with the Linux flavors, you will see multiple Linux operating flavors are available in the market. Like if I go here and if I say Linux flavor, and if you just search, see we have Debian, Ubuntu, Fedora, the one which you is asking, open source Linux mean Manjaro, CentOS, multiple operating systems are there which are the part of your Linux operating system, and everything is free of cost. Everything is free of cost. Now what I will do in today's lecture, I am already having my virtual box, and under this virtual box I have installed my Ubuntu operating system. So I'm using this Ubuntu operating system. Let me start this Ubuntu machine. Today it's not possible for me to show you how to install the Ubuntu operating system. If you want to know how to install the Ubuntu operating system, I'll take a separate lecture and there I'll explain you how to install the Ubuntu operating system. Because we have some limited time, it's not possible to cover up each and everything. So I have already installed the Ubuntu operating system on the top of Oracle VirtualBox, and my Ubuntu operating system is opening now. Till now, whatever we have discussed, are you people able to understand? Can you please confirm me once? Whatever we have discussed, are you people able to understand? Swarup is saying yes. What about the people who are watching me from YouTube channel? Can you please like this video and let me know if you're able to understand? The people who are watching me from the YouTube channel, please say yes. Saurabh is saying yes, Vaishnav is saying yes, Madhur is saying yes, Sarita is saying yes, Rashid is saying yes, Bang is saying yes, Vaishnav is saying yes. Fine. Alright. So I think everything looks fine. Now, what I did, let me open this Linux operating system. I'll log in here. Let me log in. So I'm going to log in here with the help of my user. So this user will be created at the time of Linux installation. So I have logged in here and I am going to open a terminal. Okay, I am going to open a terminal. Right click and open a terminal. This is a terminal locations where I am going to run my command. This is the locations where I am going to run my command. So whenever you want to run your Linux command, what do you need to do? You need to open the terminal. So I have opened the terminal here. Now let us try to understand with respect to the Windows. If I'm asking you, what is my current location in the Windows where I am right now? Can you please tell me what is my location where I am right now? What is my current location? Current location means which folder. Right now I am inside the folder. I am inside the bin folder. Okay, so if you go here on the top, you can see here that I am inside the bin folder. Correct. Similar way, if you want to know that where I am right now, you can run the simple command like pwd. So you can say that I am inside the desktop location. Where I am right now? Desktop location. Where I am right now? I am inside the desktop location. How will I come to know? Because by firing the command like pwd. Pwd is the command which will tell you that where are you right now. So I am inside the desktop location. Present working directory. So my present working directory is desktop. Now I want to know that what are all files are available under the desktop location. You cannot see the files. If you want to see the files under bin directory, I can see here that okay, there are multiple files are here, right? So if I go inside the 16, I can see these are the files are available and these are the folders are available. I can see that clearly. Right? These are the folders are available. Okay, and these are the files are available. How? By going inside the 16. What about the PostgreSQL? If I go inside the PostgreSQL, I can see that under the PostgreSQL 16 folder is there. Similar way, if I want to know that what are all files are available under desktop location, my current location is desktop. I want to know that what are all files are there. Under the desktop location. You can simply fire the command like ls-lrt. ls-lrt is the command which will tell you that in this location these are the folders are there, or we called it as a directory, and these are the files are there. How to know whether it is a directory? See, in Linux, the directory we called it as a folder. We use the terminology called folder, right? The similar thing we called it as a directory. When I fire ls-lrt, it lists the files and directory from which location? Current location. Now what is this ls-lrt? It will list, that is fine. But -lrt, what it will do? It will list with the reverse order. Reverse order means any file which has been created recently I can see in the last, or any file which has been modified I can see in the last. I can see it in the last. So if someone is creating new file, I can see it in the last. That is the reason I'm using LRT. Now how to know that whether it is a file or whether it is a directory? If you see this test.txt, what is this? Is it a file or directory? What do you think, guys? Test.txt. Is it a file or directory? What do you think? What is this? Is it a file or directory? What do you think? Can you please use the chat option and let me know? What do you think? Is it a file or directory? Can you please let me know? What do you think? It's a file. Someone is saying it's a file. Okay. What about others? It's a file. Someone is saying. Those people who are saying that it's a file by looking to the extension, then you guys are wrong. In the Linux operating system, there is no restriction. Not restriction, boss. In the Linux operating system, there is no extension .txt. No. If you want to know that whether it is a file or directory, you can see here dash is mentioned. It means it's a file. If you see the D there, if you see D, it means it's a directory. Whenever you see D, that is a directory. Whenever you see D, that's a directory. Whenever you see D, that's a directory. Whenever you see dash, it's blank. Whenever you see dash or blank, what do you see? What do you see? Whenever you see dash or blank, what is this? It's a file. It's a file. Okay, it's a file. Understood? How to know whether it is a directory or whether it is a file? By seeing this. D is for directory, dash is for it's a file. Okay. If I want to go inside the folder, normally in Windows, if I want to go inside the folder, what you do? You double click on it and you go inside the folder. You double click on it and you go inside the folder. Whenever you want to go inside the folder or directory in Linux, you say cd and directory name. The directory name is, let's say, F2. I want to go inside the F2, so I'll mention cd F2. If I press enter, you can see here that I am inside the desktop F2. Where I am right now? I am inside the F2. Whenever you want to go inside that directory, you need to run the command like cd. Cd means you are go inside the directory. You are go inside that directory. If you want to come outside that directory, let's say you want to come outside that directory, so you'll say cd space dot dot. Now I am inside the desktop. Now I am inside the desktop. cd space dot dot. cd space dot dot. Now where I am right now? Where I am right now? You can check here that I am inside the desktop, or you can run pwd command also. I am inside the desktop location. If I want to create a directory, what I want to do? I want to create a directory. If I want to create a directory, you can run the command like mkdir test. Test is the directory name. Let's say I want to create a directory with the name test. So you can run mkdir test. If I do ls-lrt, I can see the test folder has been created. Whenever you want to create a directory in the Linux operating system, what is the command you need to use? Mkdir. What is the command you need to use? Mkdir. Make a directory. How can I go inside the directory? cd test. How can I come back from that? cd space dot dot. I can come back like that. I want to rename my directory. What I want to do? I want to rename. So whenever you want to rename, a directory, you can use mv, your old file name or old folder name, new file name, new folder name. What is the command? mv. So I'll mention mv test with test underscore new. If I say new, the MV folder got renamed with test_new. Can you see here? Earlier test folder was there, that got changed to test_new. Whenever you want to rename folder, that time you can use test. Whenever you want to open a file, let's say I want to open this file. There is a file called www.txt. I want to open this file. Many times you want to open a file, right? Normally you used Notepad or Notepad++, all this utility use. If I want to open a file, let's say I have this file is there. I want to open this file. So what you will do? You will use Notepad or Notepad++, right? Whenever you want to open a file, you can use cat www.txt, press enter, and you have opened the file. Cat command you can use. What is the command you can use? Cat command you can use whenever you want to open a file. Cat command you can use. Whenever you want to open a file, you can use more command also. www.txt. It is opening a file slowly, 1%. Press enter. Slowly it will open a file. 2%, 3%, 4%, 5%, 6%. Press enter. If you want to come out of that, Control C. You can say head command also. Head means if you want to open top 10 lines, head command. If you want to open top 20 line, you can mention -20. If you want to open last tail -20 www.txt, last 10 lines. If you want to do that 20 tail -20, you can do like that. So till now we discuss about a different Linux command. First command we discuss about pwd, then we discuss about mkdir to create a folder, cd folder name or directory name. If you want to go cd ... if you want to go back, if you want to rename, you can use mv command. If you want to open a file, you can use cat more head, and there is one more editor is there called 𝐕_editor. That one also you can use. Till now whatever we discuss, are you people able to understand? Till now whatever we have discussed, are you people able to understand? Can you please use the chat options and let me know if you guys are thinking that this is going to be a really important session for you. Can you please use the chat option and let me know if you guys are able to understand this, because this is very important for me. Please confirm me. Please confirm me once if you guys are able to understand it. Please confirm me once. Why I'm telling you all these things? Why I'm telling you? I'm telling you all these things because these commands are going to be really helpful, really helpful for your data engineering. In data engineering, there is a concept is available. We call it as a HDFS, Hadoop file system. If you want to use this HDFS, if you want to understand this HDFS, you need to know about the Linux command. If you don't know Linux command, you will not understand HDFS. If you want to understand HDFS, you should know Linux command. If you go into the DevOps, in DevOps also you have Git is there, right? So if you want to use this Git, you should know Linux command. GitHub, you should know Linux command. Otherwise you will not be able to understand. Okay? Otherwise you will not be able to understand. Do you guys want to go through the few more commands? Can you please let me know? Do you guys want to know about the few more commands? Let me know. We can discuss about that. If you guys are interested, we can discuss about the next command also. Let me know. Your response is very much important for me. Or if you guys want to discuss with me, let me know. I'll unmute you and you can ask the questions. Do you guys want to discuss the next Linux command, or you guys want to discuss with me? Let me know. Whatever you say, I'm there to help you out. Just let me know what you need. Okay. I hope you people are enjoying the today's session and you people are understanding this Linux command. Now many people are saying that they want to understand about the Linux command. Fine. So one more thing is, now let's say I have this file is there, this www.txt. I am thinking that this file is very important. Whenever you want to, whenever you know that this file is very important, what you will do, you will take the backup of that file. How to take the backup of that file? Whenever you want to take the backup, you will simply say copy www.txt with abc.txt. I'll just not abc, abc is already there, so I'll give some different name like learnomate.txt, learnomate.txt. So whatever things which are available under www.txt, everything will go inside the learnomate.txt. I'm just doing copy command. So if I do cat command for www.txt, or if I do learnomate.txt cat command, both will give me same output. How? Whenever you want to copy a file or folder, you need to do cp command. What command you need to? Cp. Cp is basically to copy a file or folder. What is the command? Cp command. If you want to delete this file, you can use rm learnomate.txt and the file will be deleted. If you want to delete this file, if you want to delete the folder, you can say rmdir opt, the folder will be deleted. Now I cannot see opt also. Can you see opt? It's opt2. If you want to delete learnomate.txt, I cannot see learnomate.txt here also. Here it's gone. If you want to delete a folder which is not empty, you can say rm space rf test underscore new, which is not empty. You can remove the folder forcefully also. You can remove the folder forcefully also. Okay, this is the way you can remove the folder. This is the way you can remove the folder. Able to understand, guys? Able to understand? Able to understand? Till now, whatever we discussed, are you able to understand? Can you please use the chat option and let me know if you are able to understand? If you want to know what is the IP address of my machine, many times people say that, okay, can you please let me know what is the, how we can check the IP address of my machine? You can say ifconfig ifconfig. Now I'm not able to use ifconfig command because I need to install one package. Let me install this package, sudo. Whenever you want to install any package, you can use the command like sudo apt install package name. Apt install package name. If I just, let me provide the password of Learnomate, and now it has started. Apt install package name. This is the way you can. Okay, if you want to know the IP address of your machine, IP address, what is the IP address of my machine, you can use ifconfig also, you can use hostname command also. Both options are available. Both options are available. Both are fine. And if you want to install any package, let's say you want to run any software, just like you are installing a software. When you want to install any software, you use apt install package name. Apt install package name. Okay, and now it's the package installation is in progress. It will install the package, right? Now if I use ifconfig, it is saying me that the IP address of my machine is this one. You can also use hostname -i, my IP address of my machine. This is a local host IP address. If you want to know what is the name of my machine, host name, you can simply run hostname command. Hostname. This is the host name of my machine. If you want to switch the user, let's say my current user is Learnomate. What is my current user? Learnomate. I want to switch my user. I don't want to log in with Learnomate now. So you can say switch user and let's say U1, and U1 password you need to mention. See here, I was logged in with Learnomate user. Now I am getting logged in with U1 user. Now I am getting logged in with U1 user. Understood, guys? Whatever commands we have discussed, are you able to understand? Can you please use the chat option and let me know? Whatever commands we have discussed, are you able to understand? Okay. If I want to switch to the user, I can do simply exit, or let me do one thing, open the terminal. So currently I have logged in with Learnomate, sudo su hyphen or a Learnomate password, done. Now I have logged in with root. So in the Linux operating system, root is the most powerful person. Root is most powerful person. He is having everything, all the privileges. Like he can start the Ubuntu machine, he can stop the machine, he can do everything. He can delete other users also. He can provide the permissions to other users. He can go to any directory, any file, he can make the changes to any file. Everything he can do. Okay, everything he can do. So these are the different commands are there which are very important. I was little fast to make you understand about the Linux command because of shortage of time. I want to show you this again, like slowly also, but we'll discuss and we'll continue about this. So we are starting our new batch, okay, we are starting as a Learnomate. We are starting a new batch of data engineer, and we are also starting a new batch of DevOps. Both these technologies are currently trending in the IT market, and it has many job vacancies are available in the market as of now. So those people who are interested to start their journey with DevOps or maybe data engineer, for both the technologies, Linux technology is very important, and that is the reason I thought like to give you some brush up about the Linux technology. I completely understand that within one, like if you are listening me for the first time, if you are listening this Linux command for the first time, it will be difficult for you to remember all the Linux command. That is okay, but you should know how to use the command at least. You should know how to use the command at least. That is my main intention. That is my main intention. So if you have any questions, queries, anything, please raise your hands related to the trainings, technologies that we are starting from tomorrow. If you have any questions, queries, please raise your hand. We'll discuss about that. So there is a question like data engineer means Oracle DBA or anything else. No, Oracle DBA is a separate technology. Data engineer is a separate technology. But there are some of the models which are common in between Oracle DBA and data engineer. Like you have in the data engineer, you have SQL also. You have 𝐓𝐢 is there. There is a model called 𝐓𝐢 where you are going to write down your SQL queries. So that is common. That is common. You are going to use Linux. That is also common everywhere. Okay. So data engineer is really good, and DevOps, data engineer. Okay, there is a question like data engineer and DevOps are same. No, data engineer and DevOps, these are the two different technologies are there. Data engineer is a separate technology, DevOps is a separate technology. But in both the technology, there is a concept called Linux, which is common. In both the technology, the concept called DevOps, the concept called Linux, which is common, and that is the reason I thought like to give you some brush up. We are going to learn about the Linux also in depth. Okay, as soon as we are starting with the data engineer classes, we will, or as soon as we start with the Linux classes, we are going to start that. Okay. If you are well prepared, you can definitely, the level of training what we are providing, it's at least 3+. You can do that. Okay. There is a question like, sir, data engineer required any coding knowledge? If you want to start your career into the data engineer, you should have some knowledge about the Python, because in data engineer you are going to write down the code along with Python. Okay, you should have knowledge about any one programming knowledge, like either maybe Java, Scala, or Python. You can use any one technology, but Python is something which is booming in the market as of now, so everyone is asking for Python. Yeah, so that's all about things. If you have any questions, queries, anything, you can definitely ask. Please raise your hand, you can unmute and you can ask the question. Sir, for DevOps, which coding language is required? For DevOps also, if you have knowledge about the Python, then you can definitely get the knowledge of Python also. And we will make sure that you will get the Python knowledge also. We will take the Python classes also. Okay, so you will have some knowledge about the Python also. Don't worry, Python is the part of the syllabus and we are going to add that. Okay, so you will get to know about the Python. Is quite easy compared to the Java and all. It's quite easy, but yes, the skill set is very important. Okay, skill set is very important. There is a question like, what is the difference between data engineer and data scientist? In data engineer and data scientist, most of the modules are same, but in data science you have modules like AI, artificial intelligence, deep learning, then you have statistics, then you have algorithm. All these things will be covered under the data scientist. In data engineer, if you want to become a data engineer, you should have a knowledge about Linux, SQL. Then you have a technology called Spark, which is a processing framework. If you have some basic knowledge about the data warehouse concept, that is welcome, like Snowflake and all. That is important. Okay, so data engineer required less coding compared to the data scientist, and data analyst is also there. Data analyst is not required coding. You consider that it is like a non-coding skill set. So those people who are thinking that they don't know about the coding, they can think about DevOps also. DevOps required minimal coding. Data analyst also, that is also required like very less coding. Then we have a technology called Oracle DBA, that is also not required any coding. In database administration, you don't need single line of code also. So all this technology, but if you are becoming data engineer or data scientist, some level of coding is required. Data scientist especially, data engineer is fine. If you think that you understand Python by reading the code, then you can look for the data engineer also. Okay, and believe me, there are huge packages are available for data engineer, data DevOps and all in the market. Which topics will be covered in DevOps? So many topics are there. So if I'm sharing my screen, and if you go to our trainings, DevOps, if you go to the DevOps, we have a multiple modules like DevOps with AWS, Linux concept, version control tools like Git, GitHub, SVN. Then we have SonarQube, configuration management tools, Ansible, environments, Nexus, build automation, Tomcat, Jenkins, system monitoring, Docker, Amazon Web Services, and finally your project. Many things are there, many things. Along with this course, you will understand many things, okay, many things will be covered. And for data engineer also, if you go and you just see this data engineer, many things are covered for data engineer also. So we have big data, SQL, Hadoop, MongoDB. Then we have Hive, PySpark, Kafka, Airflow, AWS and Azure. Even we have started providing the knowledge on Power BI also along with this. So Power BI is also included with this course now. Okay, it's not updated here, but you will get to know about the Power BI also along with this course. If you have any questions, you can unmute and you can ask the questions related to the training. I'm there to help you out, guys. Okay. Coming to the Learnomate, like we have a good name in the market. If you go to our YouTube channel, we already have 23,000 followers, like 22.9, which is 23,000 followers, 2.55 views on our YouTube channel, and it's a huge count, you know. And if you just search here with the Learnomate technologies, we have 4.8 ratings are there, which is provided by around thousands of people. We provide the offline training as well as online training. Both the trainings are there. Our offices are available in Pune locations, in Bhumkar, Wakad, and we have one more office available in the Hyderabad locations. Okay, so yes, we have the best trainings, best feedback from different people. You can see the consistent, okay, feedback we are getting it from the different people. Any questions, guys? Any questions you want to ask? Please let me know if you have any questions. I'm there to help you out. Okay. If you have any questions, queries, anything, please feel free to ask the questions. And those people who are interested to learn about these technologies, please reach out to the number which is available. Please reach out to the number which are available in the chat options. Okay. But if you have any questions, queries, how was the session so far? Today's session, can you please just give some ratings? Is it helping you, today's session? Does this today's session, will it help you? Just nice. I just need some if you think that today's session is helping you, you can fill up your review in this link. That will be really appreciated. That is very good for our career also. Okay. If you find that today's session is very helpful, please fill up the review. Okay, that will be helpful. If you don't want to join, that is fine. Okay, you can still learn a lot of things from our YouTube channel. On our YouTube channel, around 1200 plus videos we have uploaded. We have 23,000 plus followers available on our YouTube channel. When we have a huge count following on our YouTube channel, definitely we must have something good. We must have done something good for the society, for the freshers, those who want to start their career into the IT industry. If you see that we have 4.8 ratings, you know, which is very good ratings, and that too provided by the thousands of people. So you understand that how many people are, you know, trying to trust us. And again, like, you know these things, like we are putting a lot of efforts, day and night we are working for the people, so that you people will understand. Those people who want to understand these courses, quality courses, paid training, you can reach out to the Learnomate team. If you don't want to spend the money, if you want to learn this free of cost, please watch our YouTube channel. Many things you will get it free of cost. Okay, many things you will get it for free of cost. They have Kubernetes. Okay, there is a question like the Kubernetes and Terraforms. Okay, will be included. Okay, here. Okay, it will be there. And as soon as we are done with this training, your data engineer and data analyst training, we are going to help you with the resume preparations, mock interview. Whenever vacancies are available, whatever the vacancies are available in the market, we are going to provide you all that vacancy. So you can just apply to that vacancy and you can get the job. We will make sure that we will discuss about the interview questions. Our main focus is that the people who are joining to our training, they should get the practical knowledge. They should be able to clear the interview. The real time scenarios will be discussed in the class, and whatever trainers who are working with the Learnomate, they have they have the best things. Okay, there's a question from Sayed. Data engineering courses for a fresher or better to start as a data analyst? Data is good for the people who think that they don't have knowledge about the coding. Data engineer is for the people who are thinking that they can manage with the Python. And if you think that when you see the code you are able to understand, go with the data engineer. Data engineer is having good demand in the market. I personally work with the data engineer for many years, and I'm telling you, uh, anything which is related to the data will be booming in the market in the future also. So it can be a data analyst, data engineer, data science. You can choose anything, but data science is especially for the experienced people or those people who are thinking that they have quite command over the Python. They can go for data science also. Okay, but you should be very good with the mathematics, calculations and all. That's very important for data science. For data engineer, mid level of Python is necessary, including your SQL and Linux. Rest of the things we will take care. Anyway, like whenever we take the training, we start from very basic only, assuming that you don't know anything. So we start from very basic, so that any person who is coming from non-technical background also, he will understand that. Okay. So please spend your 1 or 2 minutes to provide the feedback, on our Google review. That's very important for us, guys. Okay, more than that we don't want anything. It's up to you. But recommend the people to the Learnomate, especially for the different courses. Okay, and I believe you trust us, and we are doing good job. People are appreciating us by following us, and by seeing the review you can see that. Okay, so thank you for giving your valuable time and listening me. I'll come to you again with something interesting. Please stay tuned to the Learnomate WhatsApp group, to our website, and those people who are interested to take the trainings, please do that. Okay, please do that. We will make your career, guys. Thank you, guys. Bye bye. I hope you enjoyed the uh, session. Please call on the number which I have given you. You can see the number over the chat. You can call on that number and you can discuss the things. Okay, the numbers are available in the chat options. Please call that. We have limited admissions are left now, because we have already conducted multiple demos. We already got almost all the admissions. If I see, currently we are having some 3 admissions are available only now. For data engineer 3 admissions, and for DevOps we have only 2 admissions are left, and then we are done. Thank you for listening me and giving your valuable time here. Thank you, guys. Bye bye.